Good afternoon, everyone. And this is our story time, and this is Reverend Reese coming to you live for our story time for the day. I'm always excited and happy to be here with everyone. So today, it's really going to be a little different, the story that I have for you. Today, I have a story that is a Christmas story. So what? But it's still a story. And it's again from one of my favorite characters, Winnie the Pooh. So I'm starting to run out of stories, so I need to go and buy some this weekend. But I found this one, and like I said, Winnie the Pooh is one of my favorite characters. So I wanted to go ahead and read this so that we can conclude a lot of the stories that I've been reading and start next week with some good new ones. Let's see what this one is about. This is, again, a Christmas story, but it's one of my favorite characters, so it doesn't care. Christmas should be any time of year. A present for Piglet. All right, you ready? Getting comfortable? Ooh, all right. A present for Piglet. Piglet was excited. It was Christmas Eve and that meant Santa Claus would be soon near. Piglet was decorating his home for Santa's arrival when suddenly he became worried. See Piglet decorating his home? Really nice. Christopher Robin had told Piglet that every year Santa and his reindeers flew around the world with presents for everyone who had been good. But Piglet was concerned. After all, the world was such a big place, and he was such a little piglet. Oh dear, he cried. Well, what if Santa forgets me? Piglet decided he needed help. So he put on his hat and scarf, snuffed out the candles, and hurried to see Winnie the Pooh. There goes Piglet, all worried as always. So he had to go see his friend to figure out what he can do. Piglet didn't want to get forgotten. I must talk to you, Pooh, Piglet said, as soon as he arrived at the bear's house. It's very important. Pooh invited his little friend in. Pooh, Piglet started suddenly. What if Santa forgets to visit my house? What if he's too busy to bring me presents? Oh, have any of us been like that back in the day where we were worried that Santa would forget to bring us presents? Oh, it's not a good feeling. Santa never forgets you before, Piglet, Pooh said. But he might, Piglet said. I'm so little. Oh, but Piglet, you're too special to forget, Pooh said. Promise? Piglet asked. Promise, Pooh said. This made Piglet very happy. His best friend had made him a promise. Now things couldn't go wrong. He thanked Pooh and went home to finish his decorations. It's always good when you have a friend that's able to keep you encouraged, right? That's a good friend. So Pooh was glad he had helped his friend. But soon he too became worried. What if Santa did forget? After all, Pooh forgot all the time. What was a Pooh to do? He couldn't disappoint his best friend. A promise is a promise. I know, Pooh said at last. I shall ask my friends what to do. There goes Pooh worrying. But at the end, Pooh always has a solution. Let's see what he asks them. So Pooh hurried to Rabbit's house. Hello, Rabbit, and Merry Christmas, Pooh called out. Hello, Pooh, answered Rabbit, and the same to you. Pooh told Rabbit about his promise to Piglet. What should I do? Pooh said. Well, a promise is a promise, Rabbit answered, but I don't know how to help you keep it. So Rabbit was at his disposal, but Rabbit, as always, is kind of a mean rabbit. He never really wants to help anybody. Mm. Got people like that? I think we all do. Then Pooh went to Eeyore. Hello, Eeyore, Pooh said. Merry Christmas. Well, the snow hasn't knocked over my house yet, Eeyore said with a sigh. So I suppose it could be worse. Pooh told him what he had promised Piglet, but Eeyore couldn't help him either. If I break a promise, it'll be a gloomy Christmas, Eeyore sighed. Good old Eeyore. He's a sweet, lovable animal, but he's always so gloomy. Oh, any of us know people like that? Mm, just can't smile. I don't know. Mm. Anyway, what else happens in the story? After Eeyore's gloomy words, Pooh added, Pooh needed cheering up. So he went to the happy home of Kanga and Roo. Let me help you, Mama, Roo cried after hearing Pooh's story. I would love to, said Kanga, but simply don't know how we can be sure Santa won't forget Piglet. So Pooh know he could get some good encouragement from Kanga and Roo, but again, they don't know what to do. Let's see if they all figure things out. Poor Pooh. His little brain hurt from thinking. His empty stomach rumbled. And then he had a bounce onto the ground. Hello to you, Pooh, said Tigger. Why so glum? Pooh told Tigger his problem. I'll just have to have you wait and see whether Santa gives Piglet a present. Tiggers never wait, Tigger said. Yeah, got a plan, and lucky for you, making plans is what Tiggers do best. There goes Tigger to the bounce always, and coming up with a bounceful plan. Let's see what Tigger has in store. Pooh and Tigger came up with a plan, but they needed more help, so they went to visit Rabbit. Hello again, Rabbit, said Pooh. Listen up, long ears, said Tigger. Me and the bear here got a terrific plan to help out Piglet. You do? Asked Piglet. We do, said Pooh. Sure do, Tigger answered, but we need help. From me? Replied Rabbit suspiciously. It's Christmas, said Tigger. Why wouldn't you turn down a plan? Why would you turn down a pal at Christmas time? You wouldn't do that, would you? But that's Rabbit. You did say a promise is a promise, Pooh replied to him. Rabbit didn't have a choice. He agreed to help. Hmm. Then Pooh and Tigger went to tell Eeyore their plan. Would you like to help us, Eeyore? Pooh asked. Well, you wouldn't want me, Eeyore answered. Oh, but I think we would, Pooh said. But I would just probably ruin everything, Eeyore moaned. No, you wouldn't, pal, Tigger said. I wouldn't, Eeyore answered. Then something amazing happened. Eeyore brightened up and nearly even smiled. Okay, Eeyore said, I'll do it. Oh, that feels good. They encouraged Eeyore and he actually felt good about himself. Finally, Pooh and Tigger visit Tanga and Roo. We have a plan to help Piglet, Pooh said to Tanga. Will you help us? Of course we will, Tanga said, smiling. Oh boy, Roo cried. I can draw a picture of Piglet. See, I'm good at art. What do you want us to do? Tanga asked. Just follow me, Tigger said. Woohoo! There goes Tigger. He's all excited. The plan is coming together. Look. Kanga's getting things ready. Roo is drawing the picture. Roo is happy. Oh, this plan may actually work out. Soon, all the friends gathered at Pooh's house. Each of them had brought some sticks. Tigger held out an old antler-shaped coat rack. Why did you ask us to bring such silly sticks? Rabbit asked. Well, you'll see, Tigger answered. Hey, Pooh, you got the surprise? Everybody's gathered there. Each of them with their own things. But we still don't know what the surprise is, do we? Let's see. Oh, brother, Pooh said. I know it's here somewhere. Pooh soon found what he was looking for. Here it is, Pooh cried. Santa's sleigh. That's not Santa's sleigh, Kanga said. It doesn't even look like Santa's sleigh. It is when we finish with it. So here they go. That was the surprise. Looking for the sleigh. Mmm. I wonder what they're going to do with it. And so the friends started to work on the old sled. Tigger brought out an old box. Then they cut out pieces of the box and placed them on the sides of the sled. Finally, they painted it. Oh, look. That sled is starting to look like Santa's sleigh, huh? Okay, let's see. Before they knew it, Santa's sleigh was finished. We did it, Roo said. We double did it, cried Tigger. I have to admit, it looks good, Rabbit answered. All we need now is Santa Claus himself, Roo cried. Woohoo! That's your cue, Pooh, Tigger said. Get the costume. Pooh pulled out an old big bag. He put on a red hat and a white beard. He looked just like, well, almost like Santa Claus. I shall be Santa, and you all will be my reindeers. So there goes everybody gathering the sleigh together. And here comes Pooh. Does he kind of look like Santa? He looks a little bit like. What? Rabbit cried. I'm not a reindeer. The sticks, the sticks will help you look like one, Tigger explained. So the friends tied the sticks to their heads to look like antlers. Yay, look at me. I'm a reindeer, Roo cried to Kanga. I'm in the front, Tigger cried. Pulling sleds is what Tiggers do best. Ready, reindeers? Pooh asked. Don't call me a reindeer, Rabbit cried. Rabbit still seems like he's happy about it, but he's always so grumpy. Ooh. At last, the friends were on their way, but it was getting dark, and it was hard to see the path to Piglet's house. Still, Pooh was eager to keep his promise to Piglet. We're almost there, Pooh said. Faster, reindeer, faster. I said don't call me a reindeer, Rabbit cried. You must go fast. I'll give you fast. I'll give you fast. I'll give you fast. That's what Rabbit said. Suddenly Tigger shot out like a rocket. You want fast? I'll give you fast. There they go. Tigger ran so fast that Pooh and the presents fell off the sleigh. Oh, brother. Ah, are you all right, Pooh? Kanga asked. I think I am, he answered. At least some of me is. I don't want to be a reindeer. I told you I wasn't a reindeer, Rabbit scolded. The friends were so busy that they did not notice a strange object flying across the sky or the sound of the jingle bells. Just then, Piglet's front door opened with a crack. Who's there? I answered this scared little voice. See everybody falling off the sleigh? Or do you see Piglet coming out of the house? And do you see that little thing up in the sky by the moon? Ah, who was that? Oh, what a pleasant surprise, squealed Piglet when he saw his friends at his doorstep. Then he invited them all inside for Christmas treats. I am so sorry, Piglet, Pooh said sadly. I didn't want not to keep my promise. Santa forgot you. Oh, but Pooh, you did keep your promise, Piglet cried. Look, Santa came while I was asleep. It was true. Piglet's tree was surrounded by presents. But you all went to such a trouble just for me, Piglet said. This is the best present of them all. Merry Christmas to everyone. And that is the story. The end. Yeah, it's a Christmas story, but it's still a great story. It is a story about friends and how friends look out for friends. I like how it was. The best part was about a promise is always a promise. Keep a promise. And sometimes in our lives, a lot of people disappoint us. We know we've had some people that disappoint us. that we always hear people say that they're going to do something or that they will do something. And to be honest, they don't ever really live up to their promises. And that hurts us. But what this story does show us is that if you have real true friends, no matter how grumpy they are, like Rabbit, no matter how gloomy they are, like Eeyore, no matter how excited they can be, like Tigger, and no matter how childlike they are, like Roo, you still have a friend or gather of friends that can still be there for you. And that's the main important thing, is that you need to be mindful about who our friends are and who your friends are. I heard this one saying say, your friend should be the mount on your hands, and that should be the main thing. And so that's what it is. But always remember that we have the best friend in who? Jesus. That's right. Jesus is our best friend who will never leave us or forsake us. And he keeps promises, and his promise always come true. So that's our story time for the day. It went a little bit over as always, as normal, but it was still a good story. And we will meet here on Monday, 12 noon, for another story time. And I will have some new stories. I promise. Because what? A promise is a promise. So y'all have a blessed day. Remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I. Bye.